Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Room here to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch. I know you feel that. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Check. Press.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They run the counter now on 1st down. He's got room to run past the 20. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Now, check, Patriots!
time, Garoppolo will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Set! Blue! Detroit! Detroit! Double up! Incoming! Double up!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. He juked him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Quick hitch complete. It's Evans. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And ready for 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
To the 36-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they try the right side here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
As they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Sneak on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion. But not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it will be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go! 3-19! Over! Kill!
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Side complete. It's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. As they run the counter play. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Play action, Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Watch it now, Barney!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Gone! Here we go! No,
John Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out come the Titans now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Rivers leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Take it down to about the 35 here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one, and this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3.
Nice catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
Good job.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Give to the fullback on the dive. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mariota to sneak it. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Mariota to throw it this time. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
And now they need to execute.
Let's go! Blue, Leopard! Leopard!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. they'll play action here on first down. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
See him now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he motions the wide receiver. To throw is Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Watch it now, Barney.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Set. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56.
Now Garoppolo. Gotta have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.